up smash is good for walking
Right.
on.
You want to like get your ink while you can, while you also go ahead and get your punishes, right? That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I don't play Inkling. I just know because one of my colleagues in my state, Aero Phoenix, he's a big-time Inkling player, and he started as an amateur, but he's become a beast in recent months.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into this match. We have Pifra versus Game & Watch, two evil-ass characters.
I was about to say, I've seen Sigma 9-Set play Game & Watch a good number of times, along with Finesto, and both those guys, man, they make Game & Watch a headache to play against.
Yeah, they are both really good Game & Watches in their own right. Definitely, Game & Watch is definitely one of those characters that you want to be really wary when you're approaching. Although he doesn't look like he has like a lot of range, his power is really strong.
Especially if you can get that 9 hammer. I don't know for sure how you get it, because I know there's some kind of timing with it, but if you figure out how to get it, you might as well just get instant KOs.
That is true, that is true. I think a lot of the time, oh, that's death. A lot of times with your gameplay on this with Game & Watch, it's just to get your up Bs in, you know, because it comes out quickly and it's a good get off me tool while also racking up some damage. But then you still have something like those nairs, you know, where you can probably lead it into a combo from what I've been told by Sigma.
And of course, when you play Pyro and Mithra is more for building up the damage and also playing some distance, whereas when you bring out Pyro, that's when you want to go in for knockouts.
Right, and especially as Pifra, you want to space your moves properly. And then someone like Game & Watch, like where like his range is super short, really easy character to kill, or you know, dies at an easy %. You want to make sure that you're spacing properly, and you know, just getting your hits in when you can, and not up being while they're up being. Oh,
Almost got the burn.
yeah, that down air would have been really lethal if landed. But right now, LB just taking his time, just slowly chipping away.
Dropping the bombs, that's a really smart tactic with Game & Watch.
Right, with the down air true. That's one thing I always say about Game & Watch is like, you know, that down air is really good, but there are certain times where you just want to like, not really force it and throw it out, just drift a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, I think in that instance it wasn't a good idea to go with the forward air.
Yeah, agreed.
See, bring out the fishbowl, that was a good time to bring that out.
Right. That fishbowl honestly has so much range behind it too. It's a good way to cover someone from, at least to me, I feel like it's a really good way to cover compared to, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really
compared to the up air. But like with up air, it's like when it hits, you can just keep landing into each other, and it's just so frustrating to get past, you know?
I mean, Game & Watch is one of those characters that you think it'd be an easy KO because it's such a light character, and it is theoretically like that, but again, if you know how to make use of the hammer, the fishbowl, the bombs, yeah, Game & Watch is not going to give you an easy time.
Exactly. Definitely, without eating into certain events as well. It's just like so unfortunate too. If you like land that 9, it's just like, man, that one interaction is over with. You can't do anything about it. That 9 is going to kill you on the spot.
When that 9 gets a KO, that is a real morale killer.
Yeah, it's definitely a painful hurt. Oh. Right now, it's looking pretty even on the board right now. Both have pretty mid %, but as we know, once we hit mid %, it gets even worse and dangerous.
It's looking very even, this matchup.
I will say LB's doing a really good job just slowing down the pace of the match, throwing out stuff that he believes is safe, and, you know, just camping while he needs to, you know? No need to approach.
And I think being a camp-like character like Game & Watch is a good idea in this particular instance because Pyro and Mithra capitalize on aggressive offense, so if you can slow the game down, it'll make the player a little more anxious.
Agreed. But here's the thing, though. Yep, just like that.
Not quite.
Oh, wait.
Les is trying to prove it's superior to pork and beans.
Right, but again, you gotta be careful though. You don't want to overextend your pressure because one mishap and you'll die instantly. Oh, the jab? No.
Not quite. Game & Watch is light, but not paper
it's
light.
It's a really close set.
People are getting loud back here.
Yeah, oh, the F-tilt.
Oh, it's still
He's
not
still
done?
alive.
How is that not done yet?
How he's going to get past his corner pressure?
That's
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
There was no coming back after that hit.
See, in situations like that, you just like, you gotta sit on ledge, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely is way harder than it looks, but like, if you start getting F-tilted twice, you're like, all right, I've been getting hit by F-tilt a lot. Let's sit on the ledge a little bit and think of a game plan. Of course, not too quickly, right? Because you can still die on the ledge, but you don't want to, you know, rolling into the same options is never the best play. But again, with Pifra coverage, it's always hard to figure out what's the right option when, especially as a light character as Game & Watch, you can die any %. So, Slate versus TJ13. Oh, that's gonna be a.
I already had to fight Slate at No John's 3, and First, I lost to Archangel, who's a Pichu. Then I lost to Slate, who's a Pikachu.
I know.
I'll tell you, that for me was the absolute worst seeding I ever had.
Bro, listen, I wholeheartedly understand. Before I went away for my vacation, I went to Bears, and it was King round 1 and Archangel losers round 1.
And who's King play?
King plays Pikachu.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, we have 2 Pikachus. We have King, we have Slate. King will camp you out to the very end. He doesn't do it on purpose. That's just how he plays. Yeah. But really, really camp you Pikachu into Pichu, and I'm just like, I love these guys so much, but please save me.
Yeah. It looks like Waiachi and Bix are coming up next, and hey, Bix was the guy I lost to in winners, so...
Who does he play?
I'm trying to remember. Oh, well, first of all, let's focus on this match. You'll come back to me later.
Sure.
I'd rather not stall this particular fight.
Right, agreed. Let's...
Samus. He wasn't playing Samus when I played him.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. Anyway, right now we have 104% on the board as Pifra. Definitely not really worried too much considering that we took that first game, but...
Oh, very nice up tilt.
With a powerful response back now in this game, too.
Pyra's up tilt's not as strong as Snake's, but it's still a pretty good one.
It's pretty interesting to see Pork and Bean staying on the Pyra. But, I mean, at the same time, it makes a lot of sense considering the fact that you're at high percent and you have so much range with Pifra. Or Pyra, I'm sorry. Oh, but like that, they're aggressive down air.
Yeah, but now that your damage is low, he might want to consider coming on. Actually, no, he's going to stick with Pyra. It's working for him just fine.
Again, get that range while you can, man.
I would have thought he'd go for Mithra for the speed and the build-up.
Super aggressive forward smash will lead him up to 32%, though.
Yeah, LettuceBoi's catching up.
Let's see. The up B out of shield, right? The classic. Really good up B. Just getting, right, just sticking to the same game plan we had last game where we just gotta stick around, get our hits in while we can, not do too much approaching. Oh, but a good side B. Up the down air.
Yeah, down air, one of the strongest ones for sure, and that's gotta hurt. Not quite enough for the KO.
All right, so what have we learned from last game? Because now we're on the ledge against Pyra, and that's very dangerous. Oh, yuppie. Really good option to get him off the coverage. That's gonna reset neutral. But anyway, you can still die no matter what. So please, you gotta be really, really careful what you're gonna do. Down air, yep.
Yeah.
Linger away.
SirHunk is looking pretty comfortable, but LettuceBoi gets up right at the right moment.
You have so much air movement with Game & Watch as well. You might as well. Oh, the aggressive option. Again.
He hasn't gone back to Mithra since he switched over to Pyra, I don't think.
Honestly, oh, he's dead. Honestly, I definitely understand that as well, right? Like, you have range. Like I said, you want to use your range as much possible, and I feel like Pyra is the perfect candidate for this matchup. But you're still going to rack up all of his damage compared to if you were Mithra.
Yeah, and of course, if you're Pyra and you get launched far, good luck recovering.
I really like what he did, though. It's a little footstool to get the down air.
Yeah, LettuceBoi's being patient. That's exactly what you want to do when you play Game & Watch.
Right.
And he's racking up the damage. Very nicely done so far.
Really good air dodge as well, just getting out of there.
And he's playing distance with the bombs. That's another thing you want to do if you're taking on aggressively offensive characters
really
such as Pyra.
LB's gonna have to get this. He's gonna have to figure out something quickly if he wants to get this match.
Keeping SirHunk in the air. Wow.
The back air trade.
LettuceBoi's looking to shut this game down.
Can LB take it and reset, make it a game 3?
He's just got to make sure he doesn't fall too far away from the ledge.
Yeah, the up smash won't cover that.
Neutralizes the bomb.
Pyra getting out of that ledge for free. No grabs by either player, honestly. This is pretty interesting. No one's really grabbing.
Oh, SirHunk's doing really well.
Yeah, definitely. They're both putting on so much pressure, though.
Yeah, very loud pressure here. Oh, whoa. Oh, he's gone back down. Oh, he couldn't get the Mithra recovery to work.
Like that, we're into game 3.
Both those games were close so far.
Yeah, they both played really well, I will say.
Also, I just remembered who Bix played against me. He played Robin.
Robin.
And that is one of my 5 roughest matchups.
Yeah, Robin's very...
I thought you said Waiachi, that's my mistake.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was meaning to say Bix plays Robin.
Like I said, as Game & Watch, you want to have all that airspeed to your advantage, you know? Go ahead and do what you can and use that airspeed to your... I just said advantage already.
Yeah. In my personal perspective, if I had to name my 5 worst matchups, speaking of who I played, it'd be Cloud, who I fought in losers, Robin, who I fought in winners, Pikachu, Pichu, and what's his bucket? Joker. Joker's my absolute worst.
I understand that. Joker always seems to catch me off guard. I'm like, you know, I can survive this, and then I just instantly die. I'm like, oh, wait, I died from that.
And then once Arsene comes out, it's almost as if to say, gotta get rid of it quick, gotta get rid of it quick, gotta get rid of it quick, and then you can't.
That's when my PTSD comes in. I'm like, oh, that's the second demon right there. Out here trying to take my life, take my second stock, and now I'm down fully, knowing this guy with a top hat can kill me any second.
So Crispy Moose says Vix plays Mewtwo as well. Thank you for pointing that out.
I was going to say, Porkin means like he was going to switch characters for a minute,
Yep.
but sticking to the Pyra, that's fair. I feel like it wasn't really bad either, but again, as Pyra Mithra, you want to use both Pyra and Mithra, you know? You want to rack up your damage as Mithra and get your kill power with Pyra.
Yeah, the only thing that's changed here is LettuceBoi changed his color palette. Other than that, everything's the same.
Right. But it seems as though we're switching stages here. PS2, I'm guessing this is Porkin Beans' stage pick, which makes a lot of sense, you know? You have a lot of room to move around. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
And you can't possibly get a more neutral ultimate stage than this.
That's fair. The real question is, how will LB be able to move around the stage and just get what he needs to get?
But it looks like SirHunk is going to stick with his strategy of going primarily Pyra. We'll see if it works out for him.
Right.
So far, it's working pretty well.
It's working pretty solid, but again, you want to make sure that you're getting your knockback and kills while you can, especially against a character like Game & Watch.
LettuceBoi's getting the follow-ups he
I
needs.
really believe it would be a smart idea to just, you know, you gotta use both of your characters. You know what I mean? Like you have Pyra and Mithra, use both of them.
But he's feeling comfortable with Pyra so far. We'll see how well it works for him.
Agreed.
But again, LettuceBoi's being patient. Whenever he blocks a Pyra attack, he goes straight for a 3-4 hit combo, and that's exactly what you should do against Pyra.
I guess it is really important to make sure that you're racking up your damage as well.
Yeah.
So as long as you're getting your damage on and you're getting your kills, it's no need to worry. Really good spacing though, slowing you down the pace. Both of them doing such an amazing job.
Oh, with forward tilt,
that
not
tilt was
quite
getting-
enough, but
You got an edge guard, good edge guard. And it
manages to get rid of
kills.
Mithra. Brought the right character for the recovery, but it just wasn't enough with that hit.
Right. I feel like something that LB is doing such a good job is, again, manipulating what he can do. And especially when you're off the ledge against Game & Watch, like, you don't really have a lot of options compared to what he has. Especially as Pyra Mithra, like you're in for a world of pain. I feel like getting Kyra off the stage is just it's so useful.
But look at LettuceBoi on this next stock. He's on a roll.
Yeah, the
But-
Game & Watchers are...
Hunk wants to equalize the game.
The Game & Watchers are indeed watching. Up here we go, the footstool. The down air. Oh, no, nothing. Couldn't get anything off that exchange.
And LettuceBoi's being smart by keeping SirHunk airborne because that'll make it less likely that he'll be able to rush in for attacks while building up damage.
I'm surprised we have never seen a... I'm just waiting for him to pull out the reflector. Yeah, to reflect that side B. I believe he can reflect that. I might be wrong. But if you can, that's going to be so much damage. Yeah. Ooh, good back air. That was a really good mix-up, too. Using the... Going so deep. Oh, that was a misinput.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't use those misinputs. That's really dangerous. Good grab, though. Getting that pressure. Couldn't get the up air in time. Misses the down air. Here we go.
Okay, just as long as SirHunk can get a KO before, I'd say 60%, he should be able to make this work.
Too much of a commitment on that up B, though. I'll be just walking away with this game scot-free.
You know, I just realized LettuceBoi has not used a hammer this entire set.
Yeah.
And he's still showing you don't need a 9 hammer nor any hammers for that matter to make Game & Watch work.
Again, a lot of Game & Watch's moves are really, like, you know, like, Game & Watch has so much good fertility. Oh, that's...
Oh,
ooh,
wow,
he's
very nicely
You see
done.
what I mean? Like, he has, like, such good air dodge, a really good fair, really good down air. Like, at a certain point, you don't really need, like, the hammer and stuff. Like, I mean, like, yeah, you have it at your disposal, but you have so many better options to work with. Why wait? Why risk it with a side B that you can still get punished for? You know what I mean? There we go. That's
Well, I went from a dive that didn't quite work to a rapid A. Not a bad move.
Yeah, Sigma does the same thing to me where he just throws those that neutral B to the side of the ledge. It's so painful, man. It's like the worst feeling getting hit by that on the side of the ledge.
Yeah. Well, given how much damage SirHunk has now, he got the KO, but with how much damage he has now, he cannot afford more than maybe 1 or 2 hits.
Right, and now look at us. We're on our last stock, last hit. Anything is possible.
Anything's certainly possible, but Hunk's got to be on guard because if he takes anything to, if he gets to 130%, he's pretty much done. If LettuceBoi gets a strong hit.
Ooh, both for up smash. Here we go. Now Rocky have that damage as well.
Okay, he's working it up, but there's a parry from LettuceBoi allowing him to open the window a little bit.
True. Yeah, right. Just win the white bit. Get it out the way. No need for that fair, man. No need. Just opting the use of neutral B, which is fine. Get that pressure.
Yeah, he's pressuring LettuceBoi well, but LettuceBoi is also
back
playing
air.
his distance game very well.
This is where it's dangerous, my friend.
Ugh!
Yep.
The double bomb. That was a good way to shut it down.
Wow, the mean fist bump stuff. I lost that. Fist bump.
I can get the frustration, but sometimes you can't blame yourself. That was just a good play.
Yeah, it was a good set, you know.
The double bomb was just not something he could come back from.
One thing I always say is if it hits a game free in its last talk, it was guaranteed a good game.